Hi, I'm 18 and I'm a student.
My name's Charles, I'm 24 years old and I'm a graphic designer.
My name is Neil, I'm 34 years old and I'm a salon owner.
My earliest memory is playing in my back garden on a summer's day. We had this blossom tree and I just remember climbing up the blossom tree and just shaking all the blossom out and it just falling down, just, you know, pink flurries of blossom.
My earliest memory is probably when I was about 5. And I always remember it because my sister always used to use it against me, but she was on the slide in my back garden and I'd put loads of different size bounce balls at the bottom of the slide. And I was like, right, okay, I'll go down first. So I went down and bounced across them and it's cool, you have a go. She got too scared and fell herself off the edge and then ended up in hospital.
My earliest memory is probably being put in a bath and it being boiling hot and feeling like I don't want to be put in a bath. Maybe it wasn't that hot, but I remember being scared anyway.
My worst memory as a child is one day, after playing out, I come back home and my mum sat me on the steps and she told me that my dad won't be seeing me anymore. You know, how could someone so close in my life just disappear? It's left a scar on my life.
My happiest memory when I was a child is when all the family got together when we were young and we'd all go around to my grand's house and there'd all be the aunties and uncles and cousins and we'd all be together and we'd all have just normal party food, sandwiches and stuff, and just running around and joking and listening to stories and just everyone being together.
If my dad was watching this, after so many years of not being in touch, I just hope that he's happy in whatever he's doing and whoever he's with, and that I love you, Dad.
As a child, probably my worst memory is finding out that my cousin died. My Kelly died. When it was Christmas and we were told that she was getting better and my gran would sit around and say that because she lost her hair to chemotherapy and they would say that she was going to grow her hair back and it was going to be long and blonde and you know, and it was brilliant, and she was the oldest cousin, so she was the oldest one of us all, and she was almost like an auntie, and she took care of us all. So when we find out that she was ill again, it deteriorated really quickly, and she died on Christmas Eve. So when my mum got in the car and went over to Scunthorpe, and it was that kind of panic feeling of that, and then knowing that when she passed away, that was probably one of the worst experiences growing up.
Was I bullied at school? I don't think I ever was. I was quite lucky not to be bullied.
I actually was. I was chased at school. I got chased around the school when I was bullied. It wasn't mainly at me though. I think it was more my friend that I was with, or just because we were, I went to visit the head teacher and didn't care.
School wasn't the best. School was hard because I was dyslexic and didn't understand what was going on. We had chalkboards at the time, so they just used to write things down and then they'd put the chalkboard up before I was finished, so I never got to finish what I was writing, and even if I did, I wouldn't understand my own writing. And I was left-handed, used to smudge my own writing. I was an overweight kid, didn't fit in. People just thought, there's somebody with awful hair, overweight, probably could tell that I was gay and didn't like me very much. So school was really hard for a lot of reasons in every single way, shape or form.
The worst thing that I can think of that I've ever done, which is really bad, and I never told her, was that I stole some money from my nan. I remember just snooping around her house and there was this was this, I think it was like a spare room, it had this old smell. But anyway, I found this wardrobe and there was like a purse in there and it had like some money in it, and I was hesitant at first, but I think I just took like £5 or something, which it's a lot of money when you're a kid, £5. You get a lot of sweets for £5.
I was a rebellious teen growing up because I guess I was an angry teen because like I said, I didn't feel like I fitted in. I always wanted to be somewhere else than where I was. I wanted to be somewhere like London, New York, be anybody but who I was. So I was rebellious because I didn't like who I was, or the fact that we got a lot done for us. I felt like I wasn't really self-sufficient or independent, and I wanted to be.
My biggest regret is probably not going to the same school my sister did, because I absolutely hated my school. Like, it was awful, terrible education, terrible teachers. If I'd gone to my sister's school, probably would have got a better education. Probably would have gone into nursing.
Do I like myself? Yeah, I'd say yeah. I'm passionate about a lot of things, and I kind of think back and I'm like, a lot of people don't find what they're passionate about, and they can go throughout life without really being passionate or have a hobby. And I feel like I've got quite a lot, and it keeps me happy, and I like myself for it.
Yeah, of course I like myself. I mean, if I hate myself, then I'll be a bit going on.
Do I like myself? I'm getting there. I think that life is a process, and it's evolving every moment, and I think I started off not liking myself very much, not even be able to look at myself in the mirror, and then as I got older and I realised that I am in control of things like weight, happiness, the job that I have, the person that I attract in my life, the people that I attract in my life. So I know that what you put out you get back, so the more that I know that, and that's how the universe works, the more I try to be a better version of myself, and that's when I look in the mirror, and then I like myself more.
In 20 years' time, I'd like to see myself just in a job that I love doing, that I love going to, that I don't dread going to work, just being, maybe settling down and having a family, and that would be really nice for me. Just being happy. In 20 years' time, I just want to be really happy, just with family and friends.
I think in 20 years, there's a difference where I see myself and where I'd like to see myself. I mean, I'd like to see myself in America, in a studio in America, doing design in America, but I don't know, 20 years is a long way off yet.
My biggest life goal is obviously, clearly, one of them is, like everybody, to be happy, but that's just what everybody wants. My goal is to be able to be enlightened, to be able to look back one day and go, that's what it was all about, that's why I went through this, that's why I went through that, and to have as many adventures as possible, and to become, like I said, the best version of myself, and to attract the right people in my life and be able to help other people like they help me in any way, shape, form I can.
If I had the choice of how I would die, I don't know. That's what the whole world just blows, so everyone dies together, so you need to be alone. Yeah.
How would I like to die? Just peacefully, just grow old gracefully, no problems, just naturally, just kind of pass away.
If I had a choice of when I want to die, like never. That's that's an easiest question, like, answer to that, but I mean, well, I feel like you always get the times right, and you know.
I would like to die when I feel I've accomplished everything that I possibly can in life. You know, when I'm an old man and I've achieved everything, and that, I don't know, maybe my family can say that he had a good life and that he lived well, and you know, that I'm happy.
God, if I had a choice, I don't think I'd ever want to die. I don't think I'd want anyone else to die around me either. If I had a choice, God, who wants to die?
Yes, I do believe in heaven and hell. I was born and raised Roman Catholic. I was baptised at my communion. I was confirmed. I went to a Catholic primary school and high school, and my mum is, you know, Catholic as well. So I've always had that upbringing, but I'm not so much like a practicing Catholic, but I do believe that there is a heaven and hell.
My biggest fear has always been to wake up one day and be an old man sat in a chair with a life full of regrets, knowing that I didn't do what I was meant to do. I used to wake up a few years ago having big panic attacks, and I used to dream about massive tsunamis happening, and I'd be in the middle of it and the wave was approaching me, and just as it was about to take me, I wasn't so worried about me dying. Is the point of thinking, oh my God, I didn't do what I was supposed to do, and that would be an ongoing thing for years. Oh my God, I didn't finish it, I didn't do what I was supposed to do, and I didn't know what that was, but now I do.
Am I going to heaven? I like to think that I am going to heaven. You know, I put others before me, and you know, I try and do good to people, try and do good things, and hopefully I'm kind of judged in a good way, and that I'll be, you know, when my life's up, that I'll be in heaven.
My life motto is something that the poet and writer Maya Angelou said, "When you know better, you do better."
My life motto, I watched a film once and there was a quote in there, and it went, you know, when life gets kind of scary, so you should just jump, because otherwise you won't know and you'll just end up in the same place. And it just made me think, and you know, I really agree with that quote, and it's a strong quote, and you know, from what I get from it is just you should grab every opportunity that you can, whether it's good or bad. You just learn from it.
I think time to me means like the stages through life, like going through life, and it's like a process, whether it's going back in time, going forward in time, you know, sometimes time can stop at certain points in your life. I think it's just a collection of periods in your life. Very rough, but time can mean a lot of things to a lot of different people, so.
Time to me, just enjoy the time that we've all been given. Time is also growth. As individuals, we have time to grow and to overcome obstacles that life throws at us.
If I could sum my whole life up in one word, I don't know, boomerang. You put out and you get back. you do it as hard as you get it, and then you do it right, it comes right back to you again, and you just keep playing it, and you just keep going, and it keeps coming back, and you keep doing it and going back.
My life in one word is unfinished.